Hello everyone, welcome to our level 1 Hatha yoga class. We're going to be doing some bind work today, so we're going to do a lot of chest openers. If you have a strap at home, that would be great. Otherwise, a belt or anything long and sturdy would be great. So we'll go ahead and start our practice. And feel grounded in the sits bones, maybe even swaying side to side until you're right over the sits bones. Just take a moment to arrive, to be here on the mat. Starting to take an internal scan, noticing any of the body parts that need to soften. Soften the facial muscles. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Relax your arms and hands. Soften the abdomen, hips and legs. Take in a few deep diaphragmatic breaths here. Our lungs are here at the bottom of the rib cage, so more where the belly is. So when I cue you to breathe into the belly, that's getting down into the bottom of the lungs. So maybe even placing your hand onto the belly, taking a deep breath in, expand the belly. As you exhale, draw your belly button into the spine, empty the breath. Take a deep breath in, expand, feel the belly pressing to the hands. And as you exhale, draw the belly in, just the belly. Try and keep the pelvis neutral. One more deep round of breath in. Full breath out. Practicing your Ujjayi breath. Light constriction on the back of your throat as you exhale. The same you use when you're fog and mirror. As you draw your breath back in, recreate that same light whisper at the back of the throat. It may even be helpful at first to breathe with the mouth open. Start to hear that sound. As you inhale, recreating that breath, creating a saw sound. When you're comfortable with this breath, seal the lips and have this breath move in and out of your nose. Remembering to go with a natural rhythm in and out of the nose. Even starting to take a count, noticing the length of your inhalation, length of your exhalation. Let this be the main focus of your practice today. Just leaving whatever's in the past there, focusing on this present moment. Take a few more deep breaths as you start to notice the subtleties of the body. Heart rate starts to slow with this breath. Just feeling a calming sensation in the body as this breath engages the parasympathetic nervous system. Take in 2 more deep breaths here. Next breath, just gently guide your right ear over to your right shoulder for a gentle neck stretch. An option to reach the left hand down to the ground. Option to take right hand to the left temple. As you inhale, lengthen the crown of the head forward. As you exhale, drawing the ear a little closer to the right shoulder. Taking a few more deep breaths. Pinching or pulling in the neck, just bring the hands back to the lap. Gently release your hands to your lap, draw your left ear to left shoulder. Option to extend the right hand down. Option for left fingertips to right temple. Inhale, lengthening in opposite directions, fingertips to the right, to the left. As you exhale, left ear closer to the left shoulder. And gently release hand from the temple. Reach the arms out and up and interlace hands. Bring the palms to face the ceiling. Just feel a nice length in the spine. Relax the jaw. Inhale, reach both of the arms up. Exhale, bend right elbow and bring the hand right between the shoulder blades. Option for your left hand to come to the right elbow, sit up nice and tall. Option for that left hand to come behind the back, interlacing the hands, drawing the scapula in towards one another and down. And just relaxing down the jaw, feeling this stretch in the front of the body. Take an inhale, reach both of your arms up. Exhale, bend left elbow. Right hand can touch the left elbow. Or you can take your right hand behind the back. Interlace your hands as you draw the shoulder blades in. Stretching through the front of the body. Inhale, reach both arms up. Release the left hand down to the ground. Inhale, lengthen long through the right side body. Exhale to bend left elbow and sweep the right arm up and over. Relax your gaze to either straight ahead, down at the left hand, or maybe even feels good to look up towards the ceiling. Imagine lengthening a little bit longer in the right lateral side of the body on your inhale. Just bending a little bit more on the left on your exhale. Inhale, come all the way up. Place your right hand down. Lift through the left side body. As you exhale, bend right elbow and sweeping the left arm up and over. Find your gaze where it's most comfortable. Breathing a little bit easier into that left side of the body. Inhale to come all the way up. And exhale to interlace hands behind the back. Use your strap here if you need to bring the hands together. Draw the shoulder blades in and down. If you don't have a strap, you're feeling a pulling in the elbows, just give the elbows a bend here. If you have your strap, you want to walk the hands away from the tailbone, maybe even away from each other. That's also an option here. Good. Nice breathing, feeling free to breathe through the heart center. One more deep breath in. Exhale as you give yourself a big hug. Right arm over your left, hands to your upper back, chin into the chest. Option to bring the backs of the hands together to touch. An option for the palms to come in together to touch. Now take an inhale, open the arms out wide. Exhale, cross left arm over right, either giving yourself a big hug, backs of the hands can touch, or maybe even the palms come in together to touch. Just draw the chin in slightly, taking a few deep breaths. And take an inhale, open the arms out. Exhale, spinal twist, left hand to right knee and right hand walks behind. Lift up nice and tall through the crown of the head on your inhale. Using the core of the body to move into the twist on the exhale. Inhale to bring the arms up. Exhale, spinal twist to the opposite side, right hand to left knee, left hand walks behind, lifting up nice and tall, crown of the head. Exhale as you draw navel in and rotate from the left rib cage. Deep breath in. Exhale, unwind and keep the hands behind the back. So we're going to come to bring the feet to the mat. You can bring the feet a little bit wider if you like. And then the fingertips are going to face towards the sacrum. You're going to feel this nice lift through the heart. You can bring your gaze slightly up. If that doesn't feel good, just keep it neutral. We'll take a couple of windshield wipers here. So we'll start to bring the knees side to side, nice and slowly. So again, feet together or a little bit wider apart. That's up to you on how that feels. Just another 2 deep breaths here. Again, keeping the engagement of the back shoulders, lifting through the heart. We'll gently come back to neutral, giving the knees a little squeeze. We'll come into our tabletop position, hands and knees. You can use a blanket under the knees if you need a little bit of a cushion, or maybe even just folding over the sides of your mat. And bring your palms right underneath the shoulders. Press into the palms. Hips right over the knees, tuck your back toes. Take a deep breath in and start to soften the belly down for cow pose as you lift the tailbone up to the sky. Exhale for cat, draw your chin and tailbone in, round through the spine. Inhale, soften belly down, slight gaze forward or up. Exhale, draw the gaze towards the belly button, scooping out the belly. Inhale, soften down. Exhale, curl and round. Do this a few more times with the own rhythm of your breath, back and forth. We'll meet back into a neutral spine. You can bring the tops of your toes to the mat, untucking the toes if you like. Press into your left palm. Inhale, sweep the right arm up to the sky. Exhale, thread the needle. Take the hand all the way through and come onto the right cheek and shoulder. Keep the tailbone lifted up to the sky. You can keep your left hand here, or if it feels even better, you can slide your left hand to the top of the mat. Take one more inhale. Exhale as you place the left palm under your shoulder. Reach up with the right arm, deep breath in. Exhale, back to tabletop. Keep the right palm just as it is. Inhale, sweep the left arm up. Exhale, thread the needle, slide the back of your left palm all the way through, coming down to left cheek and shoulder. An option to keep the right hand as it is, or slide your right hand to the top of the mat. One more inhale. Exhale, back to right hand under the shoulder. Inhale, sweep the left arm up to the sky. Exhale, back to tabletop. Moving into puppy dog, keep the hips lifted off of the heels. Walk your hands out in front of you. Just about a foot or so. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, start to fold all the way down, bringing the heart to the mat. You can keep your forehead on the mat, or you can use a block. If it's more comfortable, you can move into child's pose, setting the glutes onto the heels and extending the arms out in front of you. And your next inhale, start to come up. Walk the hands back underneath the shoulders. Tuck your toes, lift the knees off of the mat, hips up and back for downward facing dog. Starting with a deep bend to your knees for our first downward facing dog. Maybe your stance is a little bit shorter if the hamstrings are just starting to wake up. And if that feels good, start to pedal your feet back and forth. Starting to notice where you feel this stretch in the body. And we'll take an inhale, look at the top of your mat. Exhale, bend the knees and start to step the feet just behind the heels. Bend the knees, tucking the chin in towards the chest. You can hold on to opposite elbows here if that feels good. And begin to sway side to side. Keeping the back of your neck long. Slowly come back to neutral. Reach your fingertips to the ground. You can keep your feet about hip distance apart as you bend the knees. And inhale slowly to come all the way to stand. Reach your arms out and up. We're going to goal post the elbows. So bending the elbows, engage the upper back. Inhale, reach your fingertips up to the sky. Exhale, bend the elbows. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, bring your hands back to your heart center. Heel toe your feet together to touch. Move into our sun salute. Inhale, reach your arms in front of you up to the sky. Exhale, bend your knees and fold forward. Step your right foot to the back of the mat, low lunge. Tracking the left knee right over the ankle. Take an inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big toes come together to touch. Lift the tailbone up to the sky. Inhale, forward to plank. Draw in the core muscles. Shoulders right over the wrists. Exhale, lower down to your knees. Bend your elbows, chest, chin down to the mat. Inhale, cobra, slide to your belly. Draw the elbows closer to the body, thighs off of the mat. Exhale, back to knees. Downward facing dog, pulling the rib cage and core in. Step your left foot to the top of the mat. Touch the right knee down, right toes are tucked. Lengthen on an inhale. Exhale, step to the top of your mat, forward fold, slight bend to the knees. Inhale, raise your arms forward and overhead. Exhale, hands back to your heart center. Inhale, reach in front of you up to the sky. Exhale, bend the knees and fold forward. Step your left foot to the back of the mat, touch the left knee down. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog, big toes touch, hips are back. Inhale, forward to plank, one straight line with the body. Exhale, lower down to the knees, bend the elbows, chest, chin to the mat. Inhale, cobra, squeezing the back muscles and glutes. Exhale, knees, downward facing dog. Step your right foot to the top of the mat, touch your left knee down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach, arms forward and up. Exhale, hands back to your heart. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, forward fold. Right leg steps back. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, knees, down dog. Step your left foot top of the mat, right knee touches down. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, heart center. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, forward fold. Left leg steps back. Inhale. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, forward. Exhale, lower knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, knees, down dog. Right leg forward, left knee down. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, heart center. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, forward fold. Right leg back. Inhale. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, forward. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, knees, down dog. Left leg forward. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale to the heart. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, forward fold. Left leg back. Inhale. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, forward. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Right leg forward, left knee down. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach forward and up. Exhale, heart center. Release hands to the sides, mountain pose. Big toes touch, slight space between the heels. Reach the fingertips down, crown of the head up. Close your eyes or take a soft gaze at the ground. Bring your weight forward into the fronts of the toes. Back into your heels. Find the center of your feet. Shift over to the left edge of the foot. The right. Return back to the center of your feet. Press into your feet. Center your whole body over the feet. Engage your legs, glutes, abdomen, chest and back. Engage your arms as your fingertips reach to the ground. Keeping the whole body active and engaged. So you lengthen and deepen your breath. Take one more full round of breath. Now as you exhale, release mountain pose, open the eyes and place your hands to your hips. Step your foot out wide for wide leg forward fold. Having the inner arches of your feet face each other. Take a deep breath in and lengthen up tall through the crown of the head. Exhale as you hinge forward at the hips and fold all the way forward, placing the right hand down to the ground, left hand to the hip. Option to sweep the left fingertips up to the sky, or just keep it right there on the hip. Option to take your right hand to the outside edge of the left foot, get a little bit deeper of a twist. one more inhale. Exhale as you place the left hand down to the mat, right hand to your hip. Option to stay right here or sweep the right fingertips up to the sky. Maybe even taking the left hand to the outside of the right foot and reaching up tall through the right fingertips. One more inhale. Exhale, release the hands down. Bend your knees, hands to your hips as you inhale slowly to come up. Pivot your right toe for warrior two, taking a moment here, grounding through the feet, adjusting the left foot if needed. Left foot is across the mat, right toe straight ahead, sinking into the lunge and reach the arms out to the sides of the body. Tops of the shoulders away from the ears, drawing the shoulder blades towards one another. You can find a gaze beyond the right fingertips or maybe even closing down the eyes. Drawing the belly in, connecting to that Ujjayi breath. One more full round of breath. On your exhale, place your hands to your hips, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Right leg straightens, take another little shorter stance if needed with the left foot. And the left toes can come in slightly, heel out. Squaring the pelvis, keep your left hand on the hip. Take your right hand and just start to slide down the right leg. You can keep your hand just above the knee here, not pressing into the knee, the shin, or if you like, you can have a block for the inside of your right foot. Keeping the left hand here on the hip bone and noticing the hip bone opening up so that it's in line with the torso and the shoulder bone. So if you find that that hip bone is facing down towards the mat, just take that right hand up a little bit more. Using a rotation of the left rib cage. You can keep your hand here on the hip to remind you where to have the hips. Or you can take some really slow circles with that left arm, up and over, only if that feels good. Always place your left hand back to the hip. And nice and slowly breathing with this movement. We'll just pause for a moment over the left ear. And then we'll bring both hands to the hips, bend into the right knee, and come all the way back up. Pivot the feet for wide leg forward fold. If you like, interlace the hands behind the back. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, hinge forward and fold. If this is a little too deep of a stretch, you can place your hands back down to the ground. One more full breath. Placing the hands to the hips, bend your knees. Inhale, slowly come all the way back up. Pivot your left foot out, warrior two. Bend into the left knee. Adjust your right foot. Reach the arms out to the sides of the body, tops of the shoulders away from the ears, engaging the shoulder blades at the back. Finding that gaze beyond the left fingertips or maybe even closing the eyes. Feeling long in the lateral sides of the body, long through the spine. One more deep breath. On your exhale, hands hands to your hips, triangle pose. Straighten your left leg. Take a shorter stance if needed with the right foot. Right toes come in slightly. Keep your right hand on the hip bone. Left hand to the left thigh. And just start to slide that left hand down, being aware of where the right hip bone is. So I want to keep that open and moving with the torso. If you like, you can have a block for your left hand. And again, just rolling that right rib cage open, having just a slight twist. If that feels good, you can take the really slow arm circles, right arm overhead and back. If it feels just as good to keep the right hand on the hip, work on continuing to open up through the right rib cage. We're just going to pause and hold the right arm over the ear for just a breath here. Good. Bend both knees, right hand to the hip, and inhale, come all the way up. Pivot the feet forward. Take another inhale. And on your exhale, just heel toe the feet together to touch. Come to the top of the mat. Hands at your heart center. Inhale, reach your arms out and up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold, plant your palms, step back to a plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower down to the knees, bend the elbows, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra, squeezing the back, thighs off of the mat. Exhale, knees, downward facing dog. This time, feet are about hip width apart. You can continue to bend in the knees, maybe even pedaling the feet. Keep that tailbone lifted to the sky. Keep the spine nice and long. Take an inhale, sweep your right leg up and back. Exhale, warrior one. Right foot comes to the top of the mat. Bring your left heel down, taking your time to get set up here. If you need to shift the hips at any moment, just come back up onto the left toe, shift the hips, and then guide the left heel down. Bringing the hand to the belly and the low back, and just starting to draw in the rib cage. So the rib cage comes down, lower core is engaged, and sweep your arms forward and up. Right knee is right over the toes, or excuse me, right behind the toes. You're going to take an inhale as you reach the fingertips up. And exhale as you open the arms out to the sides. Inhale, reach the arms forward and up. Exhale, open out. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, out. Pause here. An option to reach the arms back overhead or interlace them behind your back. You can stay upright for humble warrior or start to hinge forward, guiding the right heart or the heart over towards the right thigh. Chin comes in slightly, keeping strong through the legs, pressing into the heels. And one more full breath. Inhale, reach your arms forward and up. Exhale your hands to your hips. Pyramid pose, bring the left foot in just a little bit closer. Left heel in, left toes out slightly, keeping the hips squared. Couple different variations today, either having the blocks on either side of the right foot, or you may want to try and bring one arm behind the back, maybe both, and see if you can touch the opposite elbows. If you want to try just one, you take the right arm forward, and then as you exhale, bring the right hand to the block here, and you're getting a half bind with that left arm. If If you want to try both, you're just holding on to the elbows, drawing the scapula together, folding forward. Or if this is not comfortable, just place both hands to the blocks either side of your right foot. Nice, a couple deep breaths here, planting into both heels. We'll take one more full breath. If you have that bind, bring your hands to your hips, bend the knees, and inhale slowly to come all the way up. Step to the top of the mat for a forward fold. Feet are hip distance apart. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold forward, reaching for the big toes. So you're taking your index and middle finger underneath the big toe, thumb on top. Bend the elbows and maybe even a really deep bend to the knees. One more deep breath. Release your hands from your feet. Heel toe your feet together to touch. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale as you fold, plant your palms, step back to a plank. We're going to lower slowly all the way down to the mat. Coming into locust pose. Hands either side of the body. Your 10 toes can press into the mat. Take a deep breath here. Your next inhale, start to lift the heart and toes off of the mat, reaching the fingertips back towards the toes. Imagine that you have a beach ball between the palms, so that engages the scapula there. Good. Take another inhale. Exhale, lower all the way down. And bend your elbows, bring your palms right under your shoulders. Come through tabletop position, downward facing dog. Take an inhale, reach left leg up and back. Exhale, warrior one. Let's step your left foot to the top of the mat. Bring your right heel down. Taking your time here, feeling grounded into the feet. Left knee stays behind the toes. Hips are square. If you need to move the hips, lift up onto the toe. And then press the heel back down. Pulling in the bottom of the rib cage, core muscles. Sweep your arms forward and up. Take a deep breath in as you reach the fingertips tall. Exhale as you open the arms out wide. Inhale the arms forward and up. Exhale out. Inhale forward and up. Exhale as we hold it out here for a breath. Option to sweep arms back overhead, warrior one, or interlace hands, humble warrior. Option to stay upright or take a deep breath in. So exhale, full humble warrior, left, coming towards the left thigh. And take another full round of breath here. So you inhale, sweep your arms forward and up. Exhale, hands back to the hips. Pyramid pose, step the right foot in a little bit closer. Slight angle with the right toes out. This time, you can have the blocks either side of the left foot. You can try bending the elbows, or maybe even try bringing the hands into prayer behind the back. So a couple different variations of this pose. Take a deep breath, lengthen the spine. As you exhale, folding forward, continue using the strength in your legs, keeping that stability in the body. And if it becomes uncomfortable at any point to have the hands behind the back, just place them onto the blocks either side of your left foot. You can always just take that half bind here, taking the right hand behind the back. We'll take another full round of breath. If you're in the bind, hands to the hips, bend your knees, and inhale slowly to come all the way up. Step to the top of your mat, forward fold, feet hip-width apart. Option to interlace the hands here. Take a deep breath in. Exhale as you hinge forward and fold. Deep or micro bend to your knees. Hands can come back down to the ground at any point. One more inhale. Exhale to release the hands to the ground. Heel toe feet together to touch. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold, plant the palms. Step back to plank. If you'd like to come through Chaturanga Dandasana, come halfway down, squeezing the elbows close to the body. Before you come down to the mat, inhale, come to up dog. Tops of the toes come down. You can even take a moment to pause here, give yourself a tiny back bend. And then moving into down dog whenever that feels good. The other option is to do knees, chest, chin in lieu of our Chaturanga Dandasana. And inhale, reach, right leg up and back. Exhale, warrior two. Step your right foot to the top of the mat, spin the left foot across. Have your strap handy here, so you may even take that to the top of your right quadricep. Find your footing here, right toe straight ahead, left foot across the mat. Reach the arms out, strong stability in the legs, lengthening through the sides of the body. Reverse warrior, left hand to left thigh, flip the right palm to face the ceiling and sweep up and over, just like we do with the lateral side stretch. We're opening through the right side of the body, slightly contracting the left. Keep that bend in the front leg. One more inhale. Exhale, extended side angle. Few variations here. Either right forearm comes to the right thigh. Bring the left arm over the ear, just like we did in our triangle. Option for a half bind. Have the strap in your left hand, bringing the bend to the left elbow, and back of the hand may just set right on to the sacrum. If you want to try here, you can bring the right hand to a block inside the right thigh. Or maybe you go for the full bind where you can take your right arm underneath, hold on to that strap, and work on opening through the heart. Just in our triangle, how we had that twist of the rib cage through the left side body. Okay, so a couple variations. If you're most comfortable with the first, right forearm on the thigh, left arm up and over the ear. Take your variation, take a couple of deep breaths here. Good. Inhale, come back to warrior two. Place the strap down. And exhale, cartwheel the hands to the top of your mat. Option to come to plank. Lower down Chaturanga Dandasana. Or if you're more comfortable, knees, chest, chin to cobra is an option. Good. Take another deep breath here. Inhale, lift with the left leg up and back. Exhale, warrior two. Left foot to the top of that. Reach for your strap. Place it on top of the left quadricep. Making the right foot adjusted here so the hips are level. Tucking under the tailbone, reaching the arms out. Reverse warrior, right hand comes to right thigh, flip the left palm up to the ceiling. Sweep up and back just like we do in our lateral side stretch. One more inhale. Exhale, extended side angle, couple variations here. Either left forearm, left thigh, right arm up and over the ear. Maybe if you want to take that half bind, strap is in the right hand, taking the arm behind the back. Maybe the left hand comes to the block on the inside of the left foot. And if you want to try that full bind, you're reaching for the strap here, and then working on bringing that rotation of the rib cage, opening the heart towards the side wall. Maintain that deep lunge, left leg. Good. And inhale, come all the way back to warrior two. Exhale, frame your top foot. Come into your variation. Here you can even just move into down dog if that's your preference. And we'll take another full round of breath here. And as we exhale, we'll lower down to the knees. Swing onto one side of the hip. Extend the legs out in front. Taking a moment to come into Janu Shirshasana. So if you like sitting on a blanket, you can place that underneath the hips here. If you have a strap and you'd like to place that on the arch of your left foot, bend your right knee, bring the heel in towards the top of the right thigh. And that might be nice to have your blanket to support underneath the right knee here. Flex the left toes. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. And exhale as you hinge forward and fold. Using the strap if needed here. Having a slight or deep bend to the left knee. Inhale as you keep the long spine. Exhale as you fold forward. Take one more deep round of breath here. Taking the strap off of the left foot. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, sweep the arms down. We're going to come into Marichyasana, but you have the option here. If you have your strap, you can have that in your right hand. And we're going to keep the right knee up towards the ceiling. Continue to flex the left toes here. Bring your arm forward, reaching behind and taking a clasp here using the strap between the hands. Or you can just take a spinal twist here, bringing the right hand behind the back, hooking the elbow onto the right knee. So if you want to try out that wrap, you can have the strap into your right hand, reaching behind, so that you have that connection here. Just a couple variations. Good, nice job. Take a few deep breaths again, keeping that left leg active. Maybe fold forward a little bit if you're in the bind. If you're in the twist, just concentrate on opening through the heart, opening that right shoulder back. And we'll inhale, reach the arms forward and up. And exhale, release the hands down. Come into Janu Shirshasana on the opposite side. Right leg is straight, left knee is bent. You can use a strap for the arch of the right foot. And if you like, you can slide a blanket underneath that left knee if that feels best. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Exhale, fold forward. Keeping the right quadricep engaged, flexing the right toes back. Inhale, lengthen the spine, tops of the shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, folding forward. And we'll take the strap off of the arch of the right foot. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, release down, coming into that Marichyasana. So the sole of the left foot comes to the mat, left knee cap faces up. Two different variations here. You can either hook the right elbow to hug the left knee, left hand walks behind, coming into the twist. Or you want to try bringing the left arm forward, taking that wrap, and then holding on to the right hand, using a strap between the hands, if that makes it a little easier. Flex the right toes in. Taking a couple deep breaths. If you're in the wrap, you can try to fold forward over that right thigh. And if you're in your twist, just concentrate on opening the left shoulder back. Feeling that stretch through the chest. We'll inhale slowly to come out of the pose. And then exhale the hands down, bend both knees, and bring your seat to the top of the mat. Hold on to the backs of your hamstrings, draw the chin in towards the chest, and slowly roll all the way down to the ground. Supta Baddha Konasana, bring the soles of your feet together to touch. Knees go out wide. You can place blocks underneath the thighs if needed. Hands can come to the belly or reach the arms up overhead. If the arms are overhead, you can bend the elbows, hold on to the opposite elbows. If your hands are on your stomach, connect back to that diaphragmatic breathing, letting the belly expand. On your exhale, letting it fall. Slowing down the heart rate, slowing everything back down. Bring the hands to the outsides of the thighs. Bring the knees in towards the belly. And if that feels good, just rock side to side. If it feels even better, create big circles with the knees. You took to circles, go the opposite direction, nice and big. Hug the knees back into the midline of the body. Shift your hips over towards the left edge of the mat. Your knees up and over to the right. You can use your blanket underneath the knees and ankles if that feels good. Either giving yourself a big hug here, or if that feels even better, to open out the left and right arm, maybe looking towards the left shoulder. Draw both knees back to the middle of the body. Shift your hips over to the right side of your mat, the knees up and over to the left. If that feels good to have a blanket underneath the knees and ankles, you can give yourself a big hug or open the arms out like a T. And take an inhale, draw your knees back to the midline of your body. Exhale to send the and just release the feet all the way down to the mat. We'll come into our most comfortable final resting pose. So if you like, you can slide the blanket underneath the neck, maybe under the lumbar portion of your back, or maybe even underneath the knees. We'll just go ahead and make our way into the most comfortable final relaxation posture, and taking any final movements needed to become completely relaxed. Begin to soften the space between your eyebrows. Relax down the jaw. Relax the throat, chest, and tops of the shoulders. Relax the backs of your shoulders, middle of the back, the low back. Relax your right arm, right hand. Relax the left arm, left hand. Soften your stomach muscles. Let your breath flow naturally. Relax your hips, right glute, left glute, right leg, left leg, right foot, left foot. Begin to relax your whole body. going to begin to bring awareness back to your body. Start to deepen your breath. And the movement to your fingers and toes. Draw your arms overhead for a stretch. Rolling around the wrists and ankles. Hug your knees into the midline of your body, giving a big squeeze. And roll over to your favorite side. Take a moment to pause, breathe. Give yourself gratitude for coming to your mat. When you're ready, slowly coming up to a seated position. Bring your hands to your heart. Taking a full inhale. Deep exhale. Thank you for coming to practice today.